Hi, this is Browns beat writer Nate Ulrich here in Berea. After the Browns finished another week of preparation, they're going to face the Denver Broncos Sunday at First Energy Stadium. The Browns are 2-3, the Broncos are 5-0. And when anybody thinks about the Broncos, the first thing they think of is legendary quarterback Peyton Manning. The surefire Hall of Famer is going to play the Browns for probably the last time in his career. He's 6-0 against Cleveland, but interestingly enough, he has the lowest passer rating against the Browns of any opponent he's ever faced. But the Browns really need to win this matchup. He has 6 touchdown passes, 7 interceptions this season. He's 39 years old. He's not the Peyton Manning that we saw with the Indianapolis Colts in his prime. 3 neck surgeries will contribute to that. Age will contribute to that. But he's still one of the smartest, if not the smartest, quarterback to play of his generation. The guy, as Tremont Williams, the Browns cornerback, said today, is playing chess when a lot of other guys are playing checkers out there on the field. So the Browns have to be at their best. They're the 30th ranked defense in the league. They got to play better. It's going to be a challenge because they're going to be without cornerback Joe Hayden, a Pro Bowler, and free safety Tashawn Gibson, another Pro Bowler. They've been ruled out with injuries. Joe Hayden a concussion, Tashawn Gibson with an ankle injury. So the Browns are going to have guys step up. Pierre Desir is going to start in place of Joe Hayden, and Jordan Poyer will start in place of Tashawn Gibson. And the Broncos have Demaryius Thomas. They have Emmanuel Sanders. So Peyton Manning has some dangerous weapons. If he can get the ball to him, can make some big plays. And we all know the Browns have suffered from giving up 22 plays of more than 20 yards this season. They have suffered from the big play this season. So winning those matchups, limiting the big plays, and pressuring Peyton Manning. The Broncos have given up a lot of sacks. The O-line is not a very good one. Those are going to be the keys for the Browns defense. On offense, the Browns are going against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL. That defense is the reason why the Broncos are 5-0. It's not Peyton Manning so far. It's been a dominant defense. And the #1 thing that the Browns need to do is establish the running game. They ran pretty well in Week 2, a 28-14 win over the Tennessee Titans, but they haven't really gotten it going on a consistent basis, and they wanted that to be their identity. Josh McCown threw for 457 yards in last week's 33-30 overtime win over the Baltimore Ravens. That's not going to be the normal blueprint, especially when the weather turns here in Cleveland. The Browns really need to get the running game going, and this is the week they really need to do it more than any other one because the Broncos have an elite pass rush. They lead the league with 22 sacks. Anytime you have a great pass rushing defense, the way to minimize the impact of those edge rushers like Von Miller is to run the ball and run the ball well. Now, DeMarcus Ware is expected not to play for the Broncos. He leads the team with 4.5 sacks. But I mentioned Miller. He has 3 sacks, and I think 11 guys on that defense have a sack. So they've got depth when it comes to guys who can rush the passer and bring him down. So that's going to be the top key. The other key is going to be to limit the mistakes in the form of turnovers. The Browns just can't afford to turn the ball over. They got to win the turnover battle if they want to have a shot in this thing against the #1 defense. But that's easier said than done because the Broncos lead the NFL with 14 takeaways through the first 5 games. Strong safety TJ Ward has 2 forced fumbles to go along with 2 sacks, and he is going to play with his hair on fire coming back to Cleveland for the first time since they let him walk in free agency last year when he in fact wanted to re-sign with the Browns. So those are going to be the keys of the game for the Browns. Keep checking our content on Ohio.com. We'll keep you updated no matter how it goes. But the Browns obviously have a chance to build on some momentum here. An undefeated team coming to town, so it won't be easy. It should be an interesting matchup. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.